right now. This is the most wonderful time of the year. Not because it's Christmas time. Now, don't get me wrong. Christmas time is wonderful, getting together with the family and friends, exchanging the gifts. But to me, Christmas is not the real reason why this is the most wonderful time of the year. It's not because it's almost New Year's either. And, I love the thought of going into a new year, new goals, new dreams, filing away the last year, starting a brand new one. But my friends, New Year's is not the reason why I say it's the most wonderful time of the year. Those are both great, okay? They're both fantastic, but it ain't either one of those. My friends, it's the most wonderful time of the year right now because it's the Golden Week. If you're taking notes, which I hope you are, right across the top of the page, I want you to write the Golden Week. This is it. For us in the car business, this is it. The time between the day after Christmas and the first working Monday of the new year, that is the Golden Week. That is Super Bowl, the World Series, the NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, the World Cup, the College Football Playoff, the Final Four. Y'all get what I mean. This is it right now, except it's a little different for us. It's just a little bit different for us. The athletes in every one of those sports that I just mentioned, to get to the big game, they had to earn their way onto the team. They had to train. They had to practice. They had to play hard, and they had to win to get to their big game. It's a little different for us, though. We were on the team already. Sometimes we practiced. Sometimes we trained. Sometimes we played hard. Sometimes we won. But regardless, we all find ourselves right here, right at the Golden Week. And guess what? That's a great thing. That is what we're going to talk about right now. In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to take full advantage of the Golden Week. Let's get started. Let's start talking about setting our goal for the Golden Week. Write that on your notes. Set your goal for the Golden Week. Friends, just like everything else, we need to have a goal set for what it is that we want to accomplish during the Golden Week. If you've listened at all, okay, to a word that I've ever said, you know how important I feel and how important actually goal setting really is. You should never ever start the day without your goals completely laid out. You should never ever start a week without your goals completely laid out for what it is that you want to accomplish during that week. You should never ever start a month without your goals completely laid out for what it is that you want to accomplish for that month. The Golden Week is no different whatsoever. Also, as I've told you before, set the goal big. Write that down on your notes. Set the goal big. I'll tell you exactly how to set that goal right now. It's not hard. It's really easy. There are about 9 selling days between the day after Christmas and the first business Monday of the new year. That is a lot of time. In your head, don't go confusing facts. You don't go messing things up by saying to yourself, oh, well, what about my day off? And what about my early day? We're going to address all that later on. But right now, just stay with me. There are 9 selling days in the Golden Week. Okay, your goal needs to be the amount of sales that you averaged for 1 month this year. Let's say, for example, that you sold 110 cars from January through November. Take that number, 110 cars divided by 11 months that have gone by, January through November, and you sold an average of 10 cars a month this year. Take that number, how many cars you sold so far this year, divided by 11 for the 11 months. So that is your goal for the Golden Week. In that scenario right there, you sold 110 cars January through November. Take that number, divided by 11. You sold an average of 10 cars a month this year. Your goal for the Golden Week is 10 cars. So you see, it's not hard to figure out your goal here. What is your average per month so far this year? That number of cars, that is your goal for the Golden Week. Now, friends, don't let your mind jump in there and say dumb junk to you like, oh, that's a lot of cars, man. It takes me an entire month to sell that many cars. How am I going to sell that many cars in a week? Trust me, my friends, trust me. You can do it. There's not a question whatsoever. You can do it. You can do a whole month's worth of business in 1 week's time. And actually, it's a little bit longer than a week because we have 9 selling days this year in the Golden Week. And remember, my friends, setting the goal high is the key to progress. Whatever you set your goal to be, if you work your plan and if you work it to the fullest, you will do that number or slightly less. Set the goal really big, you will do that number or slightly less. And the slightly less part is okay. This isn't a part of you like, oh, I'm missing my goal, I'm a failure, I'm a zero. No. You're a failure and you're a zero without a goal. Without a plan, you're gonna do way, way less. You will most likely end the month with whatever your like average number is on how many cars like you sell per day. If you sell a half a car a day, you're gonna go through the Golden Week, wind up selling a half a car a day. Set your goal really big. And like I said, whatever your average per month is for this year, that should be your goal for the Golden Week, for the week between Christmas and New Year's. Not working your number really, really big, that's not taking advantage of the Golden Week. That's actually being weak. That's not working to your full potential. We have the opportunity now, we're gonna go after it. Also, you need to be APAP. Write that down in your notes. APAP. APAP means as prepared as possible. You must be as prepared as possible. What am I talking about over here? The Golden Week is not a time to stroll into the dealership 2 minutes before the meeting starts. It's not a time to see who comes in today, or even worse, like to see if anyone comes in today. No! To be successful during the Golden Week, you must be as prepared as possible to maximize each and every single opportunity. What am I talking about here? You must be physically prepared. When you are working the Golden Week to the max, it's going to take a lot out of you. It is going to drain you. So you got to be ready. You got to get the sleep that you need. No staying up watching your new favorite show on Netflix or Prime. Those shows will all be there after the Golden Week. Landman's going to be there. The conclusion of Yellowstone is going to be there. All them Chi-Town episodes, they will all be there. You ain't got no time for that right now. You need your rest. You need your nutrition as well. Let me put it back on the screen there again. You need your nutrition. Skip the waffle fries. Did you all know that water is actually a consumable liquid? Did you know that you all can drink water? It don't gotta be soda or pop or whatever y'all call it, right? It don't gotta be that. You can actually drink some water. It's actually good for you too. Look, I know it's hard. I know some of you right now are like, man, what do you think you are, Frank? My mother don't even tell me what to eat or drink. And that's why you look the way you do in the summertime in the dealership polo shirts, okay? Come on, man. Come on, right? We got to be taking care of ourselves during the Golden Week and get that exercise in. You can't get to the gym? Walk at the dealership. Get you all steps in at the dealership. Don't take a car to go all the way to the back to go see if there's a car. So walk out there. Get those steps in. Do that lot walk every single day, like I tell you. I know it's cold outside. I know it's cold where I am too. Let's get into the next point. You need to be mentally prepared as well. You must be mentally prepared as well. My good friend Ali Rita, world record holder for most vehicles sold in 1 year. I think it's 1,587 vehicles, one person, 1 year. He always says, every day is the last day of the year. And that's the type of mentality that we all have to have. Every day is the last day of the year. My friends, no matter what the calendar says, you need to think to yourself, this is the last day of the year. This is the last possession. This is the last at-bat. This is the field goal with no time left on the clock, and you have got to make it. You have got to score. Nothing gets wasted. Nothing gets put off. Maximize each and every single opportunity. Next, As prepared as possible, I'm talking also about informatively. I'm not even sure if informatively is an actual word or if I just made it up. It don't matter. You need to be as prepared as possible informatively as well. You need to know what programs are available so that you all can have those can-do conversations that you're always hearing me talk about. When your customer asks you for 0%, which they will, and which you will be patient and you will not be aggravated about, and you will not answer them with some kind of snarky answer like, we ain't had 0% since blah, 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 blah. No, you're going to have that can-do conversation right now on whatever. Silverados, we have 0.9% for 60 months. I just made that up, right? You put in the model, you put in the APR. But if you don't know what it is, you can't put nothing in over there. You're going to have to go run into a manager. That doesn't look good. Be as prepared as possible with the information. You got to know the inventory. What is on the ground now, ready to go today for immediate delivery? What is on the ground ready to go? And always, it goes without saying, but it's the golden week. We say everything, right? We don't take any chances here. Always sell what you can see. Look, if there's ever a time when sell what you can see is going to be the most effective, it's going to be during the golden week. Your customers are coming in, they're looking to buy a car right now. Are they going to still ask for black? Are they going to ask for blue? Are they going to ask for particular trim levels? Of course they are. But guess what? During the golden week, they want to buy now, today, take the car home. They want it now more than ever. So sell what you can see is going to be absolutely most effective right now. Also, be as prepared as possible with appointments. Some of you will know of appointments that are coming in ahead of time. Most of you will have some appointments coming in during the golden week that are like repeat customers or their referrals or their be-backs. My friends, you need to be prepared for them. What am I talking about? Have the keys ahead of time. Don't wait for the customer to show up and then go try to find the keys. Have the keys ahead of time. Get the cars that you're going to show your customers, get them PPI'd. Some of you right now are like, Frank making up his own things now. PPI'd, what in the world does that mean? Personal presentation inspected. And you don't need the shop for that. You inspect the car. Does it need to be washed? Because you don't want to show a customer a dirty car. We've all been in that situation, okay? We don't want that. Run it through or ask for a quick wash so that the car gets presented as best as possible. Does everything work in the car? Is there gas in the car so that when you go to take it for a test drive, the customer's good, the customer's not scared because there's no gas in it? Pull the car up to the front of the lot so when your customer shows up, there's a high probability that they're going to see the car before you see them. That shows the customer that you are prepared and that they are working with a professional. I know you all right now, you're like, I do that all the time. No, you don't. Come on. Even if it's a repeat customer, show them that you're prepared. Even if they bought 30 trucks from you in the past, show them that you are prepared. Goes without saying, but confirm all appointments. Set all appointments with a hard day and time. You know that
oh, I'll be here all day. I'm here till closing.
That weak junk that you say to your customers in the past? That's not going to cut it during the golden week. Confirm all the appointments. So come Friday morning at 9:45, you're going to go and you're going to text that customer. You're going to text that customer and you're going to confirm that appointment. And make sure that they respond to your text. They responded, said they're coming in, bang, go do your PPI. Look at that vehicle and say, okay, if I was a customer going to spend $30, $40, $50, $60, $70,000 on this vehicle, does it present as best as possible right now to me if I was the customer? If not, correct whatever it is that you can. And trust me, you can correct a lot more things than what's possible. That's it for APAP, for being as prepared as possible. Now, let's go on to the next one. But before we go there, let me just say something really quick to you. If you don't do the first two, you got no chance of doing the third. Like I just tell you straight, I want you to win this week. I want you to dominate this week. I want you to crush this week. And if you don't do the first two that I just told you, there's no chance of you doing the third. And the third is extremely, extremely powerful. Okay, I'm talking about CRM. Write it down on your notes on the top of the page. CRM. I'm not talking about the computer program. The CRM in the dealership is powerful, that's for sure, but that's not what I'm talking about here. CRM means constant ready mode. Write that down. Constant ready mode. Think about this for a second. Walk with me for a second. Constant ready mode. So what happens when during a football game, the starting quarterback, right, he gets hurt? You're watching the game on TV, the starting quarterback goes down. They always bring the camera over to the sideline and they show the head coach and who? The backup quarterback, right? They show the head coach and then they show the backup quarterback. And let me ask you a question. Is the backup quarterback ever like, just like putting on his jersey or like just tying his shoes? Is he like looking at the cards, right? Trying to learn all the plays and stuff? Is he walking around looking for his helmet, running to the bathroom because he's got to go number 2 real quick or something? Like, no, absolutely not. No, he is ready to go. That guy is ready to go. He is on CRM, constant ready mode. He is always ready to go. He goes in there and it looks like he's been in the entire game. A backup goes in. What happens? Bang. They look like they've been in there the entire game. Son, look, I've been around a time or two, and guess what? That ain't most salespeople. Most of the time, we're not in CRM. You're in I don't even know what mode that's called. Okay, take it as it comes mode. See how it goes mode. Will Jesus smile in my direction and send me a customer mode? Maybe that's what you're in, man. But you come on, man, right? You're definitely not in CRM mode. Each and every one of us, we need a lot more constant ready mode in our life. Let's start with not allowing ourselves to be distracted. That's number 1. Let's start with no distractions. No sitting outside scrolling on the phone. Okay. But Frank, it's cold outside. Okay. I'm not going outside right now. It's cold outside. I ain't never seen the cold stop anybody from scrolling. I ain't seen the heat stop anybody from scrolling. So no sitting at your desk and scrolling either. Most of the time, scrolling is a waste of time. Remember, every day is the last day of the year, the last minute of the last quarter, right, of the fourth quarter at the game. Stay with those 3 responsibilities of a car salesperson. If you stay with the 3 responsibilities, you're never wasting any time, right? The 3 responsibilities: preparing a car to sell, or preparing a customer to sell, or with a customer selling a car. That's the first one. That's the first responsibility that you should be doing. Either preparing a car to sell, preparing a customer to sell, or with a customer actually selling a car. That's the first one. Working to get somebody in front of you to sell them a car, right? That's the second one. Follow up. Or the third one, getting better at selling cars. That's it. If you're doing one of those 3 things, you are not wasting time. You are working yourself towards your next sale. If you're doing anything besides those 3 things, you're wasting your time. Also, have a written list of to-dos. Have a written list of to-dos each and every single day. Time out all of your actions each and every single day. Now, friends, you heard me say this before. This is something that you should be doing each and every single day. But I'm a realist. I get it. I realize you ain't been doing it every single day. Well, friends, that's in the past. And the time to start doing that is right now. If you need the sheet, right, to help you schedule out your time and your day and everything, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to send it to you again. Schedule out each and every single action. Don't depend on your memory to remember that you need to do these things, because your memory is going to fail you. You're going to get distracted. Something's going to pop up. A customer's going to show up out of nowhere and mess up your schedule for the day, and you're going to forget to do the things that are important, that you have to do to prepare for the people that are coming in later. Okay, so write out each and every single task, each and every single day. Okay, arrive early and leave when the job is done. Arrive early and leave when the job is done. Now, look, my friends, you all know me by now, okay? And you all know that I am not a fan of the work every day, bell to bell, grind. That's bullshit, okay? That's total bull junk. No, that does not work for me. Because it doesn't work, period. You know that I firmly believe that you only need to work the time necessary to be able to achieve your goals. That time may be more or less as your goals develop, right? But only work the time necessary to be able to achieve your goals. Well, friends, to sell a month's worth of cars in a week, it's going to take more than the time that's on your regular schedule. Okay? Just straight up, it's going to take more time. So start every workday at the beginning of the day, regardless of your schedule. If you're scheduled for 11 a.m., you show up for the 8 a.m. morning meeting. I don't care what time the morning meeting is. You get what I'm saying over here, right? You get where I'm going. Then you leave only when the job is done or your time is done. If you have the chance to schedule an appointment at 6 and you're scheduled to leave at 5, guess what? Take the appointment at 6 and sell the damn car. It's the golden week, man. You want to make every single thing work. Now, look, if you have a medical thing and you can't reschedule that medical thing, or that medical thing is a once a week thing and you can't miss a week, okay, you know I'm not talking about skipping that. You know I'm not talking about making that number 2, okay? But if you want to sleep in a day and come in at 11, right, you can sleep in on January 7th. You can sleep in January 7th all you want. You need a Netflix and chill day on your regularly scheduled day off. You can do that. No problem. You could do that on January 7th, right? Not now. Now is the time to go. And like I said before, you all know the way I am. I don't believe in that bell to bell, bell to bell for 6 days a week. No, that's not me. Work the amount of time that you need to work. Put in the time that you need to put in to be able to reach the goal. We got a big goal. That was number 1, right? We got a big goal. It's going to take some more time to be able to get there. And the last thing I want to go over this morning, last but not least, my friends, is, man, F you, follow up, follow up, follow up. You all hear me talk about follow up all the time. And now, man, it ain't no different now. Touch all your previous customers with a simple Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays text message. You all know if you should be saying Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. I leave that to you. I'm a Merry Christmas person, okay? You say whatever in the world it is that you want. I'll leave that on you. But I ain't going to just leave up in the air the fact that each and every single one of you need to text each and every single one of your customers. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it here. We're short on time already. I'll email you the script as to what it is that you should text all your previous customers. Also, all your unsold customers, all the way back to November 1st. Everybody hear me? All the way back to November 1st. Text each and every single one of them. Okay, you're going to be surprised how many people started shopping on around right after November 1st, but they haven't purchased anything yet because they first got sticker shock as to how expensive the cars are now. They went home and they decided to wait until after Christmas, thinking that they're going to get a better deal. They all want to wait until they can get a better deal. Well, guess what? Now's the time that they're going to get the better deal. Now is when they're going to start shopping again. Make sure that they shop you, okay? And once again, you heard me say it before, but text everyone. If you text, they read and they most likely respond. If you call, they deny. They hit this little button up here. They deny and they don't listen to your voicemail. Don't waste time. Don't allow yourself to mentally get knocked out of the game because you keep calling people and they don't answer the phone. All right? They're not going to answer the phone. Nobody answers, not nobody, but a very, very small percentage of people don't answer this thing if they don't have the number saved in their phone. They probably don't have your number saved in their phone, okay? Text them. They're going to read the text message. Everybody reads their text messages. Okay, so always, always, always text first. I absolutely promise you, and I promise you this, take action. Do the things that we just talked about, and you will maximize the golden week. And let me leave you with this. The golden week is not just golden for this year. It has the potential to set you up for what will be the best year of your career next year. Learn from the golden week. Learn from this year. Learn what went right. Learn what went wrong. Next year is already setting itself up to be the best year that we've seen in the last 5 years. I want you to get every single bite that's available to you. I want you to get all the meat off the bone and then go look for another steak. I want you to get all of it. And friends, that starts right now during the Golden Week.